So Rob needed a thing, an object, and I like drawing the things and objects for Tuscan's Tales.
We're trying to
like
get
it.
ahead on Tuscan. I want to start the year with a couple of scripts ahead so that I can...
Yeah.
So
you said about a necklace.
Yeah.
That's the necklace of
Baleful.
Baleful Harvest.
Yes.
Yeah. And one idea is that if it screws up, you become a scarecrow.
Yeah, I'm trying to design like Halloween-y things right about now. So I wanted to look just like a pumpkin vine. That gets twisted. Yeah, pumpkin vine necklace that gets twisted together, and I want it to cause difficult terrain and a fear aura, but I also want it to be cursed.
So the difficult terrain would be like vines on the ground, and maybe giant pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns in front of the people, and...
So people try to get away from you, but they can't.
And the fear would be they look at you and they see the scarecrow.
Yeah.
But it's cursed.
It can also turn you into a scarecrow.
Yeah. If it screws up, you become the scarecrow.
And then we'll have a whole monster stat block for scarecrows, because I figure, like, during the day, like, you can't tell the difference. And then at night, the scarecrows can walk around.
Right. I had so much... This would have been easier if I had just done it manually instead of trying to, like, math it out. Because it screwed me up.
Had to be exact.
My brain messed it up really hard. So I should have just done it with my brain.
Lovely jack-o'-lantern boy.
Thank you. So yeah, I started with the cursed part, and I've been calling it just Scarecrow Curse. But eventually I will also be drawing the necklace, and I might also do some vinage and some jack-o'-lanterns or just big pumpkins, so that when Tuscan is talking about it, he can show all the different pieces he's talking about.
Yeah. Oh, I did have an idea for the items that we had talked about, where I wanted to make, for the magic items on the sheet, I wanted to have a cursed variation for every item. So that, because a lot of times in like Dungeons and Dragons, like an item is just cursed, and it'll appear similar to another item, but like but the cursed item is its own distinct thing.
Yeah, it has to trick the person.
Yeah, whereas if I have items and they may be cursed, I think that's more...
Yeah, like if you roll a 1 too many times, then it's cursed, or like...
Yeah.
Some mechanic like that.
Yeah. As a dungeon master, I'm not a huge fan of cursed items, because they feel like a gotcha.
Yeah.
Because there's an identify spell, but identify spell specifically does not identify curses.
No, it just says if it's magic or not.
It'll tell you what it's like. The cursed item is like, oh, it looks like +1 adamantine armor.
Right.
But like, and then it just feels like cheap.
But yeah, detect magic just says if it's magic, though, right? It doesn't say like.
Yeah, it doesn't tell
if it's cursed.
You can tell the schools.
But that's
if someone's using their spell slots to identify something, I tend to drop hints. Right. Because I feel like otherwise it's just cheap.
Yeah.
If I have a character that's just like, I put the hat on, that's great for me, because cool.
Yeah. But I do like the idea that it doesn't have to be cursed.
Mm-hmm.
It just could be. There's a potentiality.
Exactly.
Magic comes at a cost.
The curse variation that's described what happens if this item is cursed. Because I also like the idea that magic can be changed afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, you know, a ring that's worn by a lich is gonna, like, some of it's gonna seep in. So
I like that too.
Yeah.
Like if someone dies wearing something, maybe that curses it a little bit.
Yeah, it could, yeah.
You know, heartbreak or something. Like,
yeah.
I like that.
So that's my idea about Tuscan items. Because I'm working on a new sheet format for the layouts of items. There's a lot going on with Tuscan.
But it's cool because you're going to have these other elements that other DMs and other channels that are making items for people don't necessarily have.
Yeah. I want it to be recognizable as Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition stuff, but it's got to look like my stuff.
Yeah, with a twist.
Yeah. So, ooh, that's so nice.
Thank you. I didn't have to make sure that the fabric was thick, but I decided it should be thick.
That's a good idea, because it's like a tattered adventurer's cloak.
Yeah.
I do like how you made like it's it's a sword with like some sticks bound to it for everything.
Yeah, that was our friend's idea because the idea is that when you are an adventurer and you have this cursed thing, when you turn, why not use things you have on you as part of the Scarecrow?
Yeah.
So it's a sword, and maybe for others it could be a staff. And I love that idea. And it was me desperately trying to clean up what I've done.
So you gotta drop it on the behind layer.
Mm-hmm. I had so many layers. But not necessarily in the right order. And I didn't want to shade everything too much.
Mm-hmm.
So the cloak itself, it's just, you have the background versus the foreground. But
yeah.
Everything else got a little bit.
It looks real good.
Thank you. And for the purposes of Tuscan, there is this version, and you're also going to see it without a background. And that way Tuscan can just kind of hold the image in an orb and...
Yeah, we have a whole thing going on.
And again, I will link Tuscan in the description.
And you can stop by and let us know how you like the stuff we make.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Halloween episodes coming out this month.
Uh-huh. I drew a lot of stuff for one of them.
Yeah.
I'm very excited, but I also co-wrote it.
Yeah. We bounced the script back and forth. It's going to be great. It's very spooky.
Thank you. And yes, it is. So that's without the background.
That's lovely.
Thank you. So
look at that guy.
Hope you all enjoyed. My commissions are open if you have any monsters you want drawn. I will also link that in the description below. Rock on!
Rock on.